Welcome back to the 52 Weeks to Wealth. My name is Walter Morello, and we have been journeying through the 52 weeks for the last 22 weeks together. Wealth Principle 22 is seek out strategic partners and affiliates. Now, if you're not familiar with what the 52 weeks are, let me tell you, they are a plan, a strategy, and maybe a challenge to get to a doubling of your income and a doubling of your net worth. The idea is after one whole year, you should be able to double your income, double your net worth. Hands to the camera if you are committed to doing just that. Excellent. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're in the right room. And before we get started, for everybody who has not been through the 52 weeks, I apologize. It's probably my fault. I haven't invited you or I haven't spent some time to connect with you. For everybody else who has, who's been here for more than one season, go around. This is season number 2. Who's been here for 2 seasons, more than 2 seasons? Excellent. Who is third season for? By show of hands, who's in this with us for 3 seasons? Give yourselves a round of applause. Our OGs, ladies and gentlemen, who have been doubling their income, doubling that net worth, and at least hanging out with some really cool people. Now, the 52 Weeks of Wealth was designed, again, to increase income. Hands to camp if you want to make more money this year. If you are committed to making more money this year. Excellent. Hands to camp if you want to do it with less work. The goal is to do it with less work. Excellent. Then you are in the right room. I'm going to give co-host abilities back to Darina because she asked. If you have not met Darina Pagodina, she is the Russian princess. She makes sure that everything works. We've got our amazing team who have been pushing really hard to make sure that you're able to get all the knowledge, the connections, and the relationships and the tools that help you become a millionaire. We're on a mission to build 100 millionaires who are inspired to build 100 millionaires. Why? Why would we do that? Has anybody got a guess? Drop it in the chat. Why would we want to build so damn many millionaires? Aren't there enough millionaires in the world? Aren't millionaires the bad guys? Aren't they the evil ones? I don't think so. In Alchemist Station, we have a different opinion. We believe that millionaires are the ones who create the charities. Millionaires are the ones who create the jobs. Millionaires are the ones who create the housing that you're all using right now. They built the house for you, in fact. Millionaires typically are the ones who funded building your house if it wasn't funded by you directly. So millionaires actually create a lot. And I found that millionaires also are the most generous people on the planet. Now, I've been told that somebody who gives their last dollar to somebody else is the most generous person. But I believe somebody who gives a lot more, who's able to create housing, who's create infinite jobs, infinite money to somebody who trains and teaches somebody how they can live and eat for free for the rest of their lives is a much more generous person. Somebody who takes their time to teach and pay it forward to somebody. Hands to camera if you believe that's true too. The most generous person is the one who shows you how to feed yourself for the rest of your life. I agree. Now, there are many different ways to make money, but the easiest way, the fastest way is what we're going to talk about today. Is that okay? Do I have your permission to talk about speed to money? Normally you hear me talk about it takes 3 to 5 years to build wealth, right? It takes 3 to 5 years to become a millionaire. Speed is not necessarily a part of wealth building other than how much action you have to take. You must take fast action. You must move quickly when an opportunity arises. But today, I'm going to talk about a strategy that does not involve moving too fast. Is it okay if I deviate from our normal conversation? We have permission? Excellent. Today, we're going to talk about something so powerful, so impactful that it can change your entire life in a single conversation with a single person. Something so insane, so valuable that with one person, one contact, one relationship, in probably a 5 to 10 minute change, one activity done together, you could be a millionaire. Now, I know this sounds fantastic. It sounds fanciful, but everybody has heard of the Oprah Winfrey Effect. Is that true? We know what it is. For anybody who hasn't heard of it, the Oprah Winfrey Effect. And if you don't know who Oprah is a woman who has a TV show, had a TV show, now she's got a network, and she's known all across the country for putting on a really great show where people come on and suddenly become celebrities. We call it the Oprah Effect. So within minutes of that show airing, everybody knows who you are. Oprah has built millionaires just because she's talked about them, just because she's made one conversation public to the entire world. Hands to camera if you understand. If you knew Oprah, you might be a millionaire. Very easy, really easy play. Fortunately, thanks to social media, there are now not just dozens of Oprahs. There are not just hundreds of Oprahs, and there are not just thousands of Oprahs. There are millions of influencers all across the world in many different niches with many different followings. Hands to camera if you've heard the word influencer, it has a meaning to you. Awesome. So last night I gave a little bit of tip out on Alchemist Nation. If you go to alchemiststation.com and you look at the most recent post, it should be something that I posted, and it would say right on it. I'll share my screen as I'm going there. Hands cam, if you're already a member of Alchemist Nation, you've already gone onto the website, you know what I'm talking about. Excellent. For those of you who do not, I'm going to share my screen really quickly and you'll see where we're going here. So you get to Alchemist Nation, go to home, and the post I made, oh, by the way, Mitch Jorsky, big points for wearing this t-shirt out with us. The post I made is somewhere in here. Here it is. So it's called Strategic Partnerships and Affiliates. And in this post, I gave away 2 definitions. The first definition is that a strategic partner. A strategic partner is a business partner that involves the sharing of resources between 2 or more individuals or companies to help all involved. Strategic partners are usually non-competing businesses. Write this down. Non-competing businesses, and often share both the risks and rewards of the decisions of both companies. They also, I didn't put this in here, but they also, I'll edit it, we'll get it in there. They also share the same client. They share the same client. This is somebody who uses the same resources as you and this other business. We're going to do an exercise today, like we do every week, so that you can apply this to your life and your business. Hands to the camera if you like doing the exercises, if they've been applicable for you, if you've been able to use them. Awesome. Then we're going to do that again today. The next definition I want to look at is affiliates. An affiliate partnership is an agreement between your affiliate program and another affiliate program, an individual or business, to jointly promote each other's products. There are many benefits to this tactic. You can expand your brand's reach, or increase the amount of sales that you're getting, or increase the amount of money you're getting from a client that you've already earned all your money on. Hands to the camera if you are a one-time hit with your clients. They work with you one time and then you don't really have any other product after that. Does anybody have a business like that? Real estate agents, you have that kind of business. Yep. Where are my realtors at? Hands to the camera if you're a licensed realtor. Wholesalers, where my licensed wholesalers at? Not licensed, but where my wholesalers at? Flippers, rehabbers, where my rehabbers at? Checks are in the mail, right? Already coming through the bank accounts. So affiliates operate a little differently than strategic partners. We're going to talk about both today because I leverage both, and both can get you rich. Affiliates, if you are somebody who has the ability to create an affiliate program for yourself, like we've done with Alchemist Nation and the 100 Millionaire Summit or Alchemist Connect, if somebody sells one of those programs, they're getting 25 to 50% of that income. Now, a residual would be something like Alchemist Connect, where if somebody buys it, you're getting $25 every single month for the life of their usage. Hands camera if we like residual, but that's called passive income. Excellent. And a one-time shot would be something like the summit, where somebody sells a summit ticket for $250, they're going to end up getting $125. That's a one-time shot. So we could see how you might want to do some of those pumps, and you might also want to do some of the longer term stuff that's going to be more valuable to you in the long term, getting that passive income. That's one version of affiliate marketing. If I were to say you went on the Oprah show and you got everybody onto a program like the 100 Millionaire Summit, you're able to fill the whole room with 100 people. That's a whole $125 times $100, 100 people. That's $12,500. Hands camera if that's decent money. Yes, 100 people, right? That wouldn't be the Oprah show, by the way. That'd just be some normal influencer. That'd be an influencer with like a 15,000 person audience. Oprah, you put 1 million people in the room. Anybody do the math on 1 million people at 120? It's $125 million. So you can see how size of audience is what really matters when it comes to affiliate marketing. Hands camera for catching this. Affiliate marketing is a fun game, but it can also be a distraction. So there are many reasons that people want affiliates, like Amazon. Bezos is like, dude, we should get affiliates going. Right? Has anybody heard of Amazon? We know what that is on that website. Okay. Amazon's biggest income stream, is their affiliate marketing. It is their affiliate relationships. That little thing where you see those YouTubes and those TikToks and those Facebooks where they're like, yo, I'm on Amazon store. I got an Amazon store. I got an Amazon store. Anybody seen those? Get your Amazon store. You should build an Amazon store. That is Amazon's single most profitable center, because they've got other people spending their time, their money, their dollars, their energy, their relationships to sell a product that Amazon is simply hosting. Are we seeing this? We're seeing how all these gurus who are creating passive income are actually creating passive income off of Amazon's favorite profit center, their affiliate program. Who here does not have an affiliate program right now? Who does not have a way for people to pay them for sending them business? Hands to the camera, just show up. Most of you don't. I know you don't. So there we go. All right, that's real. And notice I don't have my 100 Millionaires cup right now, so I'm a little depressed. This is a nice blue cup, but the 100 Millionaires cup is way more fun to pull out and take a little sip because it's marketing while I'm thirsty. There he is, Frank Montero's guy. Let's give Frank a big round of applause. Great job, brother. He's got the cup. 100 Millionaires reminds me every day what we're doing this for. The grind, the importance of building millionaires. So affiliate marketing, write it down. Here we go. Exercise time. You ready? We're going to do a two-part exercise today. First, we're going to do affiliates. The first is, who is my ideal client? We did that a couple of weeks ago. We kind of identified who your ideal client was. Now we want to move into who else serves this client. Who else serves this client? Who else has them? If you're a realtor, you think insurance agents, you might think contractors, you may think adjusters, appraisers, wholesalers. There are a number of people who already serve your client. If you're an investor, contractors, again, realtors, wholesalers, plumbers, the mailman, right? The mailman is serving that client. There are solar power companies that are serving that client. There are roofers. There are a lot of people who, cable companies, right? Telephone lines, well, cell service. There's a lot of different companies that are servicing that client. Netflix serves everybody. So be thinking, who also serves my clients? One of the strategies Ron and I have used that has been extremely effective is we build relationships with realtors. We have a training that we do every single Wednesday at 5 o'clock. It's called Working with Investors. This is our paying it forward, right? Part of the 100 millionaires, we believe realtors build millionaires. Hence, Karen, if you can fathom, somebody who sells real estate probably builds millionaires on accident. You just sell enough to the right person. So we do working with investors. We do this to build relationships with realtors who, guess what? Become our best affiliates. Realtors want investors to buy real estate. And so they send them to our mentorship program. And our mentorship program has one commitment. We'll get you to lock an offer in within the first 60 days, right? That's our commitment of the mentorship program. So realtors, they have a buyer who is a prospect or a suspect. It's the only two things that they ever have. So if they have a suspect who's a tire kicker, who's not going to ever buy a house, they send them to the mentorship. If they have a prospect, the prospect buys a house. Hence, can't understand this, right? Suspect and prospect look the same, sound the same, but they are not the same. One doesn't do anything, and the other one ends up buying a lot of real estate. So that's one way to build a great affiliate program. Find a problem that somebody who has the same client is struggling with. We solve that. So agents had an issue with their buyers buying real estate. We created hyper buyers. Does anybody know what a hyper buyer is? A hyper buyer, for those who don't know, is somebody who buys and buys and buys and buys. Real estate investors are hyper buyers. So the average retail buyer, the average person who buys real estate only buys one house every 7 years. The average investor aims to buy 7 houses every year. Hands to camera if you'd like to buy 7 houses this year, if you would love to. That's my real estate investors. So real estate investors are the hyper buyer of the marketplace. As a business owner, hands to camera if you're a business owner outside of real estate as well. You also have an outside business outside of real estate. Anybody? All right, there's our business owners, our entrepreneurs. Okay, so for you, you're looking for the hyper buyer, right? Like we just explained with real estate, there are the retail buyers, they buy 1 house every 7 years. And the hype buyer aims to buy 7 houses every year. You want to target on that client, and then affiliate with somebody who also targets with that client and serve them in some way. So affiliate partnerships, we know Amazon has proven it makes a lot of sense. If you're interested in selling tickets to the summit, hands to camera if you know you're bringing people to the summit. Anyway, you got to bring somebody anyway as part of your commitment to building your 100 millionaires. Excellent. Give yourselves a round of applause. I appreciate you and I thank you. Wouldn't it be more fun if you were getting paid to do that, right? The 100 Millionaires Summit has an affiliate program. In fact, we have a program so valuable, it's mind-blowing. It kicks the teeth off of any other program out there. There is the general tickets, which are nice. General tickets are cool. They're okay. And if anybody wants to buy general tickets, we're like, okay, we get it. You're new to the community. We understand. The executive tickets, on the other hand, are almost 5 times the price. The executive tickets are $1,500. But here's the caveat. Here's a special thing that comes with them. You get 2 executive tickets for the price of 1. So for $1,500, you're getting 2 executive tickets. But wait, there's more. You're also getting 2 memberships to the mentorship, 2 accesses to the mentorship. The mentorship sells for $2,000 each. That's an additional $4,000 value on top of the other $1,500 addition. So you're talking about a $7,000 value for signing up with the right program, an affiliate program. Now our affiliates make $750 when they sell that ticket. Hence the camera, if you recognize, it makes a lot of sense to sell the executive tickets. I know it's crazy and it's a ridiculous deal because the mentorship is $2,000. Hence camera, if you've paid $2,000 for the mentorship or know someone who has, hence camera, if it was totally worth it and you do it again because it makes a lot of sense. Hell yeah. Give yourselves a round of applause. The affiliate program was designed to make you rich. It does not make me that rich. right? Well, it still does. I'm still making 750. Hands camera, if it's okay if I split it. We're partners on this, 50-50. Awesome. That's affiliates. We have a grasp on affiliates. Hands camera, we got a grasp on affiliates, how this works. That's one application of it. That's one way you can practice it, test it out, and see if you like it. Who here knows they'd like extra money for something they were going to give to somebody anyway? They're going to sell somebody to come anyway. They're going to tell their friends. Yeah. Use this as a test, right? Use your affiliate links. Please do, so that I can say that person helped us out. I know who brought and contributed somebody to the summit. If they just come because you invited them, I don't know unless you tell me, which also tell me. Hands camera, if you're willing to take credit for doing something good, for helping the cause. I appreciate you. Thank you. Awesome. Next, we're going to talk about strategic partners. And this is where big money is made. Without a ton of marketing, without a ton of strategy, without being the smartest in the room, strategic partners are where you make a killing. In fact, I'll give you an example of a strategic partner who is absolutely crushing it in Alchemist Nation. We've got Dr. Terry Wager, who is doing an event with us coming up on August. What are the dates for August? Can you drop them in the chat for me? Oh, yeah, dates for August. The August event is called Generator Business Bootcamp. Now, Terry, over the last few years, has coached 1/3 of every person who's come through the mentorship. Now, when Terry's coaching, what he does is he actually takes you through and figures out the junk inside your head. Who here knows that you're the only thing stopping your success once you have all the knowledge and skills in the network? Okay. So a lot of people have come through the mentorship. We give them the skills, we give them the knowledge, we give them the network, we give them the people. We tell them, go take the deal, do this deal will be the one. And for some reason, they don't take action. So what we end up doing is we pull out all the stops, put them on the bullet train of action. We talk to Dr. Terry Wager. He puts them through his coaching program. His coaching program is 6 months. And after 6 months, wouldn't you know, they start getting the trash off the tracks. Who's seen this before? Who's watched this live in our community? Who's been a part of this and seen Terry pulling trash off the tracks, mental trash? One of the stories I tell that I think is most representative of this is that of Saeed Khan. So Saeed paid me. My annual coaching is $100,000. And I gave Saeed a really good deal on this because he's been with us. He's an OG. He's been with us since the beginning. And Saeed was in my program. And after 3 weeks, I told him, I was like, Saeed, you're not taking the action I expect. When we sit every week, I expect massive action taken. I would not have brought you into this program if I didn't know you were an action taker. Something else is the issue here. It's not the skill set. It was the mindset. There was some emotional issues around raising capital from other people. Has anybody ever had an issue raising capital from other people? Felt bad about doing it, felt guilty about doing it, felt fear around asking. So this was one of the challenges that Saeed was working up against. Now I showed him the technical. I showed him how to say the things. I showed him how to create the documents. We put a PowerPoint together. He's got a great PowerPoint for raising capital, and yet it wasn't happening. He wasn't presenting it. He wasn't getting it in front of people. So we brought Dr. Terry in, brought him through Generator's bootcamp, not his bootcamp, but he brought him through his coaching, his one-on-one coaching, the one-on-one stuff, because Saeed is one of those players. He wants to go quick, speed to action, right? So the faster you go, the more money you make in a shorter period of time. Makes you cool, right? You make $1 million over 20 years, guess what? You're normal. You make $1 million in 1 year, you're a freaking millionaire. It's a whole lot different experience. Now your taxes are a little higher, but that's okay, because in the mentorship, we have ways to defer taxes. That's what Ryan McDermott comes in for, helps us adjust our tax strategies. Is it cool that I only hang with millionaires, that I've got dozens of millionaires right here in this call right now with us that are hanging out with us who can teach and share? I believe so. I believe the easiest way to become a millionaire is surround yourself with millionaires. Write this down. For everybody who's got a pen and paper, this is a quote to live by. And if you've read The Science of Getting Rich, like me and Mike have every Sunday for the last couple of years, then you know this quote when you hear it. Focus on the best, surround yourself with the best, and you will become the best. That is a truth. Focus on millionaires, surround yourself with millionaires, and you'll become a millionaire. It is impossible not to, because over time, eventually their mindset will break yours. And eventually you will decide, I want to do the things that they're telling me make sense. I want to do the things that they're saying is the right way to do it. I watched last night as my mentor was having a conversation with a young gun, new kid in the city, trying to come up. He's been through some stuff, and he was getting pretty aggressive. My mentor said, shut the fuck up. I know, right? Didn't expect that coming. But he literally just said, he's like, you need to quiet and calm yourself and listen to the things that are being said. Walter and myself have been doing this for a long time. He said, I respect Walter a lot, but I've been doing this for 30 years. And he said, if I'm talking, you should be quiet. Hands camera, if that's like the best advice anybody could ever give somebody. We're talking about a multi-millionaire who is telling somebody he's like, I want to be successful. All he said to us was, I want to be successful, over and over and over and over. And my mentor finally says, like, look, all I hear is you talking. If you want to be successful, you're going to do some listening. You're going to have to pay attention to people who have been there. You're gonna have to pay attention to somebody who's done it before. So I was blown away. My mentor Dave is just an amazing person. Who's gonna be there Tuesday with us? Yes, Karen, if you're gonna be there Tuesday in Fall River, I'm gonna introduce you to my mentor. Fantastic guy. Don't worry, he won't swear at you unless you deserve it, in which case he's just doing it to wake you up. Nicest guy you'll ever meet, big teddy bear, but owns over 120 units in Fall River still, and has been selling condos that he bought for $35,000, $25,000, $20,000, $15,000. He's been selling them for $210,000. Hence, Karen, if you know, that's a great way to get rich. That really works. Yes, excellent. And the way he's done it is, it's just systems. In fact, if you've read the book, Get the Deal. If you read the book, Get the Deal, he's the mentor I was talking about in that book. And if you go and read the chapter on property management, that chapter was based off of I sat down and I had a conversation on what's the right way to manage property, and everything that he said in that book was something in that chapter I put into the book for you guys. If you haven't read Get the Deal, Real Estate Alchemist, Get the Deal, you're missing out on one of my greatest works of art, but also on getting to meet my mentor out of person. In person, you guys should meet him Tuesday. Here, we're going to connect with everybody. I'm not going to drop the address out in the chat, but if you send Amy a message or Dorina a message, they will send you a quick little registration link. So it's just going to ask name, number, email, and you can join us on Tuesday. I'm not discriminating against anybody. I just want to know who's coming so that we know. Is that okay to want to know who's going to be there? How many people will be there? Awesome. Excellent. Because we're not just meeting at just any old place. We're going to meet at one of my mentor's buildings. We're going to meet at a building that cash flows $12,000 a month. Hence the camera, if that sounds like a cool place to meet. Oh yeah. And it's in my hometown, in my city, where he and I both grew up and built our businesses. All right, back to strategic partners. By the way, my mentor is a strategic partner, sends me deals, sends me relationships, has brought me opportunities in business that I wouldn't be able to be doing what I do here without. Same with Michael Shine. Michael Shine's a strategic partner. Terry Wager, a strategic partner. Mark Dozwa. Mark Dozwa is actually an actual partner, and Mike Shine is actually an actual partner. And Ron Bowling partners will be 50-50 on everything, right? Everything that we do in our specific businesses. But we also have strategic partnerships with same people. Hence, Cameron, if that's interesting, what partnerships are, what the difference between partnerships and strategic partnerships, would you like to know? Excellent. So we're going to talk about strategic partnerships this week. Next week, Wealth Principle 23 is the power of partnerships. So next week, we're going to talk about the power of partnerships, partnering 100% with a person. This week, now that we've done affiliates, we're going to shift into strategic partners. Strategic partners are somebody who their business is aligned with yours. And if you can build a great business like me and Dr. Terry Wager have done together, and me and Mitch Jorsky and me and Mike Shine, and actually me and Frank Montero are actually partners, but me and Doug McGurk created these partnerships that were strategic. See, I had a big audience. I had a big room. I have 83 people on the call right now. By the way, give yourselves a round of applause. 83 people all believe in doing better for themselves, right? 83 people all believe it's possible to become one of the 100 millionaires. 83 people are also, many of you are already millionaires who are paying it forward, who are focused on building your 100 millionaires. And to our community leaders, the people who are building their own tribes, their own communities of millionaires, I send you blessings and thank yous, right? For Kim Rodriguez, who's starting to build Alchemist Ladies out with Kim Harvey and Dorina. For some of the other entrepreneurs, Johnson is doing it out in Texas. I appreciate each one of you who are building out your own communities to build your own millionaires. And we're going to be building a training for each one of you, a group training for how to do that. Hence, if you would like to be part of a recession-proof challenge, a challenge to become recession-proof, a way to surround yourself with a bunch of people who constantly pay you because they love what you're doing. That sounds like something you'd be interested in? Coming soon, me and Andrew McNamara are working on a recession-proof challenge. It's coming. Have you noticed maybe over 10 people just now, 12 people, 15 people? I just mentioned a bunch of names that were all strategic partners, people we're working on deals with, partnering up, connecting. All of the resources that you get in Alchemist Nation are because of partnerships, because I've brought on somebody smarter than me, more intelligent than me, more connected than me. Me and Vinny Chopra, right? That's a strategic partnership. That's a relationship who has a big audience, has a lot of pull, a lot of power, a lot of intelligence. Said, let's think bigger. How could we do it? He asked me good questions like that. Sometimes your strategic partner is just going to keep you accountable to doing bigger things. Who knows? They could do more. Who knows you're capable of more right now? There's a lot more you're capable of doing. Absolutely. So we've got something designed to build strategic partnerships. We've got something coming up designed to leverage your current skills and identify the people who could scale you out. There are two steps to this. The first is Generator Business Bootcamp, which is coming up in August. And I believe the date was already dropped in the chat. And can somebody drop the link for Generator Business Bootcamp? I believe it's Generator Bootcamp.
Generator Business Bootcamp, August 5th through the 7th.
There it is. Generatorbootcamp.alchemistnation.com is the link. It's dropped in the chat. Please do not drop it on Facebook. Do not drop it on any of our social media. If somebody wants access to the link, they can go to Alchemist Nation. When you drop links on Facebook, Facebook says thumbs down. Who knows? We like the thumbs up. Yes. Thumbs up means more views, more people get to see it. We're about serving more people, getting more millionaires, which means our posts need to be shared. They need to go out and they need to be exploding. So if you see a post come out from myself or Alchemist Nation, like it, share it, and say something nice about it. And Scan, if you can make that commitment, if you know that even that is building millionaires. You see a post that I'm putting out that is impactful or valuable, like it, share it, drop a comment. That's a small way to say, I'm paying it forward. I'm building millionaires. You don't have to be out here doing the coaching and training. You don't have to do all of the videos. You don't have to write all the books or build training courses or do the one-on-one coaching like our coaches do. You don't have to take all of that time. You can build millionaires simply by putting a little comment on one of the posts, by liking it, or by sharing it out on a group, or by sharing it out on your own page. Obviously, the more groups you share to, the more impact that we are able to have across the nation. Alchemist Nation is not just Alchemist Fall River. Notice that? It's Alchemist Nation. We're here to serve a whole lot more people. We're here to serve the planet. We're here to make sure that everybody is recession proof in these next coming months, these next 2 years. Ron and I have been mapping this out, watching it. Me and Mitch Jorsky, me and Mike Shine, like we've really been looking at, and even Rod Cleef yesterday, he told me this is a time to be very, 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 very aware of what's happening. This is the time to learn about multifamily. This is the time to learn about real estate, but this is not the time to make mistakes. You have to know what you're doing. You have to do it properly. This is the time to build business, but you have to do it the right way. This is not a time to just guess and half-ass things. This is the time to do it right. Generator Business Bootcamp is going to be an opportunity to learn the skills, make relationships with people in your market. We're doing this in Rhode Island because it's 25 minutes away from Fall River, 30 minutes away from New Bedford. It's close enough to Brockton. It's close enough to the stomping ground of where I built this community originally. Hence, Cameron, if you're from the Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut area, we're doing this one for you guys. We know that sometimes we do stuff in Orlando. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more exciting to get away from the family, get away from the house. And when we do the summit in October, in the middle of fall, it's exciting to get away from the weather in New England. But this is summer, and this is an opportunity to level yourself up before we get to the summit. I made a commitment at the summit. I said 100 millionaires. We're at crunch time now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm asking you for your best. I'm asking you for your very best, because up until now, I know you've been holding back. I know you've got more juice in you. I know you've got a little more that you can put out every single day. I know that there are things you could do more efficiently. I know that there are conversations that you could have that would level you up on a scale that you have not had yet, because you've not had those conversations. I know that when me, Doug, Terry, and the other coaches get there for Generator Bootcamp, that we're going to impact you in a way that lights a fire under your ass. Chances can, if you've seen that before, every time you come to one of our 3-day events, you felt the fire. Yeah. Who's feeling the fire right now, just in this call, feeling that little intensity of knowing you're capable of a lot more? Yeah, there you go, Aleem. Put the hands on the fire, right? 2022 is a launching point year. This is the year where millionaires will be building themselves, preparing themselves, lining and setting themselves up in 2023 and 2024, when we're becoming multimillionaires, decamillionaires, pentamillionaires. People are going to say we got lucky, that we were in the right place at the right time. Well, that's because we went to Generator Business Bootcamp. It's because we went to the 100 Millionaire Summit. It's because every single week we showed up here to the 52 Weeks to Wealth. We learned a wealth principle and we applied the wealth principle. Hence the camera, if you know you are different, and so you'll get different results from everybody else. That is the truth. Now, this principle comes with an exercise. And I told you it's a 2-part exercise. The first one, affiliates, you kind of understand. The second one is partners. Who do you know who serves the same client as you? Who you know that serves the same client as you? And who could you have a conversation with this week? And even if you don't know the person, write down the career. Maybe it's real estate agents. Real estate agents serve a lot of people, a lot of different clients. Maybe it's connecting with them. Maybe it's insurance agents. Maybe it's wholesalers if you're looking for deals. Maybe it's contractors. It's attorneys. Maybe it's lenders. A lot of my clients are they are generated by lenders, right? On the Alchemist title side of things, it's all lenders that send us those businesses. On the Alchemist financial side of things, where we do the loans for commercial loans and businesses, It's credit repair teachers, trainers, coaches. So we have a lot of different funnels for when we're serving coaches, when we're seeking to get people on Alchemist Nation donating courses, we go to Jen's Pen. Jen's Pen has brought in more coaches than any one of our other businesses. These are strategic partnerships, although me and Jen are also 50-50 partners. So more than just strategic. Thanks again for catching how this could work in your life. Write it down. I want you to contact one person, just one person this week, and have a conversation with them about you sending them business and they sending you business. Ideally, you want to go to somebody who has so much business that they can't handle it, and maybe you can handle their overflow. Or maybe you can provide an additional service. If they're a lender, maybe you can provide credit repair to them so that they don't have to do the credit repair anymore. I know Matt Bierce, I don't know if Matt Bierce is on the call, but Matt Bierce got into credit repair and he's been seeking out, how do I help people? Credit repair serves lenders, right? Lenders who are having issues with people who don't have good credit. Reach out to lenders. Agents, it's a tough business. But if you reach out to investment coaches and trainers who are teaching people how to buy real estate, and you're an agent, you're going to find that you have an extreme amount of quality leads. Hands the camera again, if you would buy 7 houses this year, if you had the money and the deals in front of you, and if it cash flowed. Excellent. So agents can make a killing off of coaches, trainers in the real estate space. Does that make sense? We're catching this. So write your list down. Identify your list. Write down who you're going to contact, and make sure you contact and connect with somebody this week. This is your chance. I'll give you bonus homework. You want to get rich? You want to get rich quick, fast? Get to Generator Business Bootcamp and connect with somebody there. Get to the event. Now, obviously, yes, take the information, take the knowledge. We're going to be giving it to you. Build the relationships. Hang out with me, hang out with Terry, hang out with the other coaches that are going to be there. Hang out with the Mike Shine, the closer, the holistic attorney. Hang out with Frank Montero, hang out with Mark Dozwa, hang out with Jen Sullivan, all of my partners, hang out with all my coaches and my mentors, Kim and John. Hang out with all of us, right? And see what that feels like, right? See the knowledge that you get from us. But even higher than that, connect with somebody who you could partner with, right? Show up to Generator Business Bootcamp and connect with somebody you could partner with. By the way, it's not $3,500 right now. Terry called me the other day. He said, man, we got to make this available to everybody. This is how he got me. You would be letting your city down if they couldn't afford to be at this event. That shit hits me, right? Because I do everything for my city. It's why I fight. It's why we sat at the cigar shop with this, 25-year-old kid who's just telling me, man, he was crying at me. I just want to buy real estate. I just want to be what you've accomplished. He's got 3 kids. He's got a dying father. He said, I just want success so bad for my family because I didn't have the opportunities. He's like, I was doing all these different things to make money, and I'm the only one right now in my family who can support all of us. And he said, I need it so bad. I see what you and Dave have accomplished. Like, just show me, just teach me. So when Terry said that, he said, we got to make this more affordable. I said, Terry, whatever you think is reasonable, but I know if they don't pay, they don't show up. If they don't pay, they don't stay. If they don't pay, they don't pay attention. If you've heard all this, you know it to be true. I said, Terry, look, you've studied the minds of people. What is the price? I said, I can come down to $2,000 because I like $2,000. I think that's a reasonable price that gets people to show up to things, to really pay attention. If you paid $2,000 for something from me at some point and you've showed up and you've really been there and you've really gone hard on what you were doing, because the money makes you do it almost. You're like, I got to get the most out of this. Absolutely. Well, Terry said, I'm looking to get more people there. Like, even if they might not be that serious, I'm looking to get more people there. So we have to come down to the price a little bit. I said, okay, like $997. He said, Walter, I think we can do better than that. And I said, Terry, what do you want? Like, what do you think is the price that gets everybody, all 85 people on the Zoom call to Generator Business Bootcamp in August? And he said, it's got to be $297. Now, I don't know why he said $297, but he could have said $300, but he said $297. And Dorina said
$247.
$247. Hands to the camera if you know anybody can afford $247. Yeah. I mean, tell me you don't like my hair. Tell me you don't like these beautiful eyebrows, but don't tell me you can't afford $247 for 3 days of hanging with millionaires, of learning Generator Business Bootcamp, of learning how to build strategic partnerships, of learning how to scale up your business to the $1 million, taking our business plan we did at the 100 Millionaire Summit to the next level. Tell me you can't spend $247 to change your life and meet your business partner, the person who's going to do all the work for you. By the way, my business partners do all the work for me. I am blessed. I am thankful. I pour into them whatever it makes sense to pour into them, whatever they need. But at the end of the day, I have over a dozen strategic partners and partnerships that bring so much value to this community that I could not do without them. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be able to say what I'm saying right now. I met my partner at Generator Business Bootcamp, and because I have committed to them and they have committed to me. And we're both committed to this cause of building 100 millionaires. We're doing it today. We've made our 100 millionaires. We are multi-millionaires because of the things we learned. Yes, of course, tons of value, but also that one relationship that we made at Generative Business Bootcamp. Answer the camera if you know that's how this works. It's all about relationships. That's why we show up to these events. That's why I'm literally flying to Dallas, Texas. I'm flying back to Tampa on the 6th, Dallas on the 7th, to be in a room full of coaches because I know coaches build millionaires and I want more millionaire builders in my community. Woo! Man, I get emotional. I love doing what we do. I want to see you do well. It means a lot to me. Last night, man, I had a kid crying. There's nothing like that to me. This is why I fight. This is why we do what we do. It's why every day I go out and I do the videos. Who knows? Videos are annoying. It's tough. It's tough to go and put the camera on and go live and record something every single day. Absolutely it is. It is emotional. It is draining. Sometimes the camera goes on. I'm like, I don't know what to fucking say. But every day I say something. Every day I turn the camera on. Every day I make a post. Every day 50 pieces of content are hitting the screens. You don't see them all, but every day I am there doing it. Does that make sense? I'm committed to you. I'm committed to the cause because I know that all it takes is for one of you to get hit so hard with one of the messages that I put out there that it changes not just your life, but everybody around you's life. And you become one of those millionaire builders. I have this illusion, like Doug says, I have this potential belief that maybe I could hit more than one. Maybe there's 100 of you out there who are saying, I'm going to Generative Business Bootcamp, but not just to learn. I'm going there to meet and connect. And some of you, like Roger Andrews, multimillionaires are going to show up and say, I'm there to pay it forward and serve, but become multimillionaires because they connected with one or two people who brought them more deals or brought them more money or do the work for them in a market that they couldn't have had access to otherwise. I love selling, by the way. Who here feels that? Who here feels I'm genuine when I sell? I'm authentic when I create an opportunity. This event is the event that will change lives. That is why I'll be flying back up here in August, which I do not like to fly. I do not like to travel. Who sees me travel all the time though, right? I only travel because there's a chance that on the other end of that plane ride, there may be somebody who is seeking to become a millionaire. The only reason that I'll get on a plane is because it builds millionaires. The only reason that I'll get on a plane is because it could change somebody's life. And I've told this to Dorina and I've told this to all my friends, do not expect me to get on a plane unless there's a way for me to have impact on the other end because I like to stay home. I genuinely like to not turn my phone on. I genuinely like to not get on the camera, but I do it because there's a chance it could build millionaires. It could change somebody's life because somebody changed my life in 2015. And I know that Dr. Terry Wager is doing everything that he can to put Generative Business Bootcamp as the #1 event for getting everybody prepared for the 100 Millionaire Summit this year. We've only got 90 days left after the bootcamp. We've got 90 days to kick ass and take names and prepare yourself to be in a room with 1,000 millionaires and future millionaires. There will be over 100 millionaires in the room. This is my guarantee to you that 1 in 10 people you meet will be a millionaire. Hence the camera if that's reason enough to go. All right, so Generative Business Bootcamp, we're going to get you geared up. I know this is a little longer than usual. Mike, it's my favorite time of the day. Can we bring out the book of the week from our holistic attorney, the keeper of the books?
Hell yeah. Love these songs.
Let's give Mike a round of applause.
So the book of the week, we already packed it up. But anyways, it's Gary Vee. His first book was called Crush It, showed how he made himself a brand online and totally crushed it with wine and became like an authority on wine. But Crushing It, Walter and I picked because it talks about other people creating a brand online and becoming their own personal brand and thereby crushing it. It's a lot of really great stories, and it's really encouraging for regular people to see how that they can create a brand. It's funny, when I was thinking of this, obviously Walter's amazing job at doing this. Terry Wager, you always think of Generator Coaching, and Jen's Pens, Jennifer Sullivan, she's crushing it too. There's others out there, but they're all creating their own brand, and that's really what this book is about. And it gives you
we have to say Scaredy Cat. I mean, we can't say
Scaredy Cat
brands without.
Well, I feel like Scaredy Cat was before Gary Vee. Maybe Gary stole it from Mitch. So there you go. Yeah. So it's all about creating your own brand and lots of really useful, practical. Yeah. So this is just a really good book for practical ways to create your own brand and then crush it. Even if that's not in the wine industry, crush it in your own business. I don't want to forget Doug and Heidi too. YouRockSpeaking.com. They have their own thing and they rock all the time. It's nice to see Heidi. And so, yeah, it's a great book. I would probably start with Crush It and then jump to Crushing It, but both of them are great. And everybody knows Gary Vee. He's very entertaining. There you go. Peace. I am out.
Let's give Michael Shine a round of applause. He is the keeper of the books, our holistic attorney, the closer, who, by the way, this month he's closing multiple. We were at a table the other day, all millionaires, and we're all sitting there, and Mike said, Mike obviously took the bill. He's like, I always pay the bill. But he said, guys, I am more than okay with paying this bill because every single one of you is sending me a closing this month. Every single one of you has actually either closed a deal with me or sent me a referral. Let's give all of our millionaires a round of applause who are using Mike and serving the community by making sure that our holistic attorney is the attorney who's getting paid. Their attorneys are a dime a dozen, right? There's a lot of attorneys out there. But how many attorneys do you know are writing books like Power of Partnerships, like Mike is? How many attorneys are putting these trainings together? How many attorneys are caring about whether their clients understand what they're doing? And I'll be honest, I've been blessed and I've been connecting with other really great attorneys down here in Florida who I think at some point are probably going to partner with Mike with Alchemist Title and some of the other things that he's doing. But Mike is just an amazing person. So let's give Mike Shine a big round of applause. Blessed to have him in our community and in our tribe, serving with everybody.